So a couple to the Irishman. Not a touch between Nat Nui and Cox. 9 for Cruiser and Jacobs in the early stages of this match.
And that's where they missed Glass too, the Eagles back line, their #1 defender.
Murphy, Pritis, cut off by Betts. He's pretty sharp, Betts. Running away. Left foot down low. A bit too low for O'Halpin. Well played though by Garlett. Garlett brilliantly done. And then hooking back. Oh, nearly. Not quite. Exciting stuff. His ball handling at top pace is remarkable.
He's gone.
You called it, Tim. Well, tackles is a big part of Robinson's game, isn't it?
And it's a big part of modern day football too, these forward tackles. Just watch this. 2 steps, gone. Bang. He's the wrong bloke to take on to, Mitch Robinson.
He's laid both the forward tackles that have been done in this match so far. He's second to Judd in average tackles for the Blues this season.
It's such a barometer of whether a side's on or not, isn't it, the forwards tackling? We saw that on Friday night with Essendon against the Western Bulldogs.
Well, he had a good match last week coming back against the Hawks with a couple of goals. Is that coming back? Not quite, though. He misses a couple like that, but he's up and going, is Mitch.
Don't know what Tom Swift was thinking of. Got the short pass and then just meandered off.
80 disposals, Carlton to West Coast Eagles 46, so they're monopolising the ball too, the Blues.
Nat Nui from behind, paid the mark. Big lead on his knees. There's Swift again. That's better. Accelerates. Has a bounce. Not that acceleration would have got him away necessarily before. That's a nice mark. Following a nice kick. Hands out in front. Dean Cox, 55 metres from goal. Now where's Kennedy?
Come on, please, Dean.
Could go deep. Lynch.
There's the kick from Cox. High ball through the hands of Lynch. Coming away, Joseph. One bounce. Drives it towards the outer side wing. Carrazzo just blocked his man short of the ball. Then went back to find it. And he's got running support. Brown. Carrazzo. A little 1-2. Carrazzo runs to the 50. Lines up. Has he got the accuracy? Not quite. So they've dodged a couple of bullets, the West Coast Eagles.
Here's the mark of Nick Nat Nui, and that's something that will gladden the hearts of all these West Coast Eagles fans, part of his development. That's an area that he needs to get better at, Nick Nat Nui. In particular, the uncontested ones too, just finding space around the ground, but that's just awareness and understanding of the game.
He's one of those guys, he probably needs to learn to find easy kicks, Tim, doesn't he?
Yeah, he can find all the hard ones. I mean, his percentage of contested possession is way above any other player in the competition.
Richo?
Yeah, the Eagles have gone with that tall forward line. At the moment, they're kicking it in long. They're not taking marks, and as soon as it hits ground level, there's just not enough pressure on. The Blues are just sweeping it down the other end of the ground too easily.
Pritis, that was well done to Swift. And then back to Selwood. Couldn't get into the honour. McLean, terrific. That's what he's very good at. And then Robinson found Cruiser. And then an awkward ball coming in. Well done by Carrazzo, but couldn't quite get Henderson. So just a lot of pressure on the Eagles here. They're certainly not out of it, but they're 4 goals behind. And the pressure mounts. And every time he gets inside Carlton's 50, there are a few dangerous players there. Rosa, Cruiser's tackle, terrific. Back to Judd, and then Judd hooking back. Well, he's had a terrific start today, the champ. He's doing a bit of footy himself in the first quarter.
Well, 2 goals from a midfielder in the first quarter is great, a great performance. We saw that last night too with Montani kicking 5. You don't see midfielders kicking that many goals, but here's an easy one. He normally doesn't get the easy ones, Chris Judd. He normally gets the hard ones. He's normally the player inside the stoppage. This time he's on the outside of the stoppage. It bobbles out and just no pressure on him whatsoever.
So the Blues, very productive. Their last 7 entries inside that forward 50 have produced 4 goals, 3. Judd with 2 goals. Now Ebert alongside Judd. I think Selwood's been played out of his boots by Chris Judd. He seems very nervous when he gets the football. That was too high. Free kick to Hadley.
Free kick.
Hadley plays on immediately. Murphy. Gee, this is looking ominous. McLean to half forward. What a beautiful kick. Brown dropped the mark. Picked up by Butler, arriving quickly. Robinson. And then he's on to Butler as the ball ricocheted back towards the West Coast Eagle. And the umpire decides to ball it up. So
he's very good around the ball, isn't he, Mitch Robinson? Then just getting a hand in. He's one of those players that has enormous appetite for the contest.
On what we've seen in the last couple of weeks, he's going to become a regular. Hard to imagine he'll go out of this side again this season. Over the ball, burrowing through his but then drags it back in. He needs to be careful here. That ball's still with him under there. He was lucky.
There are players that want to win the ball when they're close to the ball, and then there's players that really want to win the ball when they're close to the ball. He's in that category.
Selwood, let's play the footy, mate.
Well, he had created an impression before he played a game down at Princess Park, hadn't he? As a real character of the club. Imagine they'd have a lot of fun with him, I reckon.
There he is again.
In there with McLean, that'd be a good battle.
Holding the ball.
So Eagles, now Selwood, and Troy kicks to Adam, I should say, kicks to centre wing. The Twins up in Brisbane, of course, out. Murphy back in to Simpson to Russell. That was fancy footwork by Russell, terrific, to Thornton. And then Thornton with a long ball to a one-on-one. Henderson used his body cleverly enough. McKenzie going back with him. Henderson forcing forward. McKenzie had a fumble. Henderson's won a hard ball. Back to Judd. Well, he didn't quite get the purchase, and he's missed that one.
He had a lot more time then too than what he thought. That was a great battle, McKenzie and Henderson. Henderson winning out in the end.
Bang. Caught that.
That's
that would
hurt.
50. Shepherd very slow to get up. He copped a knee.
That was a knee, wasn't it? Right there. Back hip. Let's watch this again.
At 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, that will smart.
That's very close to a free kick down the field, I would have thought.
Not much flesh on that young man either, so straight through to the bone. Here's Butler. Embley. So the Eagles content now to just kick it around in their defensive area. Schofield, 34 plays 7. Just over 2.5 minutes remaining till quarter time. The West Coast Eagles very lackluster.
Blues going one-on-one here.
On the lead, Hearn. Carrazzo with him. Lurking behind was Betts. Hadley. Carrazzo. Close to the boundary line. Just setting it up to full forward. Henderson. Almost the one-hander. Goes again. McKenzie. Oh, happened. He wrong-footed a couple of them. And then Betts snaps and kicks it behind. He wrong-footed 4 feet. Satana.
Just watch this again.
He's got a few tricks, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Butler. Cox the target. Good job, Cruiser. Ebert kept his head down. Put Cox under a bit of pressure. Rose are the same with Selwood. And then a slow left footer. Lacroix worked under it by Russell. And then Walker. Again, he was able to keep his cool, Walker. Russell under the pump. Shepherd pushing forward. Brown coughed it up. McKinley, good hands. Well, it would have been better if it had been Lacroix to Priddis to Lacroix. It was the wrong way around, wasn't it?
Yep.
Unfortunately, it was Priddis having the kick. I mean that with all due respect. He's a mighty fine player, but kicking's not his strength. Walker down the line and out of bounds on the fall. So West Coast need a goal before quarter time. Need some energy. Cox to Embley, and then Embley off one step. McKinley, well done in a one-on-one.
Leads back. He's at left half forward. Kicks it towards the pocket. Lacroix has to get down. There was a terrific mark. Mark Lacroix is deep in the left full forward pocket. He's only played against Carlton once before. Kicked 6 goals on that occasion. 18 goals for this season, including 5 against North Melbourne in round 3. Goalless last week. This is not beyond him. One of the best kicks in the league. That's enough to damn him forever. In he comes. West Perth boys stick together. He saved my bacon. 13-35.
He's a quality forward, Lecrae. He was out of sorts last week. I've never seen him fumble and play the way that he did. He had a couple of opportunities, even late in that game against the Saints, and he just wasn't able to grab the ball cleanly. But if they can get the ball there quickly, and that's the point that they need to be able to produce this afternoon, they've got to get quick ball movement at this stage of the game. Carlton have really slowed them down, particularly coming off half back.
Gee, the mark was nearly as good as the kick too, wasn't it?